too stable, too steady. When your suspension in your car is too good, you can't feel the road.
I like that.
You sometimes forget we're even moving in the car.
Ooh, I like that. He's eating on them right now, like the
When
kids
the
say.
road is too straight and the pavement is too smooth, we get sort of hypnotized and we forget that we're...
Okay.
Early voting is happening right now. This will be one of the closest presidential elections in history. So make your voice heard. Vote early. Vote today.
Look, if you like me and you like, what am I going to go vote for? What am I voting for? Then you're actually free from the matrix. You just don't realize the full extent of freedom you actually are placed within. Like the fact that your mind can ask you and actually see what's wrong right now. What's wrong with this list of candidates that we have? Like everything that's wrong with it, and be like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Every year it's the same thing. They put us in a position and force us to vote and, debate and judge candidates to be our leaders who sometimes are not even qualified, but that's face value of what they say is all we have. So, you ain't misread the title. Oh no, it's about to get sticky off in here. I don't play with this. It's knowledge, it's wisdom, and it's understanding. It's 360 degrees of pure God, pure, unadulterated God. Okay? So I noticed everybody's been talking about, biblical shit all over America. Every time I wake up in the morning, you can't get past a day, and I love it. I'm like the God in the Bible who rejoices every time there's a conversation about God, because it means people are enlightening themselves. They're taking the leap sometimes. It's when you start to ask those tough questions like, yo, who is behind the veil? Because I'm gonna say it like this. If you're in service of whoever said they commanded the great flood and wiped out mankind and instructed Noah how to build an ark, the one who was a burning bush, or led Moses out of Egypt and into the deserts, and using whatever instruments was able to divide a reed sea off of timing and divine or heavenly so-called, weaponry or whatever, arcs and canonized type of things, and you are, my friend, following a sham, which is equal to following the devil, or variant your negative self. You're basically just choosing to opt in and follow your lower vibration, period. Because most people become sheep. When you partake in this, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a full transformation. They kind of trick you by taking one character and metaphorically transforming that one character from a sheep into a lion, allowing him to break seals or covenants and being delivered. The seal and the broken seal and the covenants are the sacrifices of his blood to write a lie, to take of something, his knowledge, and twist it, and then deliver it to his own people. Judging the character, this is how you place hands. All of this shit took place in some form, shape, or fashion. The crucifixion of Lord Christ was the killing and the martyring of a culture and a people, a way of life, and then taking it and twisting it and delivering it back to said people. I may be too deep for you. Let's go back to the beginning. Jesus walked. Let's go further back to the beginning. In the beginning, there was nothing. Only silence, lights, formulas, thoughts, expressions, waiting to just happen. Everything that was a waiting. It already was, just waiting to be seen, discovered, known, understood, grasped, held. In the beginning, there was the Word, and God was the Word, and the Word was with God. In the beginning was the author of one of the greatest books ever written, the greatest stories ever told. So much time will pass that no one will catch the name of the artist, so we will simply call him God. It's like the ultimate tag artist, leaving you expressions and, the fact that he was here is his signature. It's like leaving my signatures. Like the signatures are all over the world. We refuse to see them. It's even written within our own code of who created us, the earth. We don't want to accept it because we're like, there's no way we came from apes. It's not that you came from apes, but vessels are vessels. You came from beings. You are a being. Everything down here is a type of being. Of There's so many levels. So many levels to this shit. But if a dog or a cat or a lion just started talking to you, that shit would completely blow your fucking mind. Now in a movie, it would scare you for a second, you get used to it. Next thing you know, you're on an adventure with a freaking lion that talks or a dog that talks, and this shit can be turned into a cartoon. This is our imagination, which will bring me to other realms. The realms that you create yourself convolutedly through your own imagination. You imagine things, and next thing you know, you living in a fairy tale life. Look, you can even use your imagination to manifest yourself into the life you want, because that's literally what you're doing. You're imagining yourself living the lifestyle you want to live, and then working to bring that lifestyle to a reality. Ralph Smart does the whole take it in. Other side. Just turn that other cheek if I'm disrespecting you. That's how it goes. Shout out to Ralph Smarts. You know, I'm in here, meanwhile, getting a tarot reading. So I'm going to go back to that because I ain't got no views anyway. It's really like, yeah, whatever. Nigga, this shit is about me giving you some knowledge. I don't really do this for the views. Go back, check later on. Maybe I get a partnership. Maybe I won't. I smoke, I drink. Well, I don't drink. I smoke, I work, I live my life. I sing. So, you know, I'm more trying to get more working towards getting people to go check out my music. I just dropped something new, Inca. That's the name of the song, you know. It's called Incas. Just type in a.k.a. Incas, you know. You guys should research the Inca tribe. But anyway, you guys should literally research all the tribes of the earth. I'm just saying. Like, research the tribes. Don't just research the tribes, research their creation stories, the origin, the first stories ever told in their creation. Like, because each of us have our own creation story at this point. Like, variations of us were evolving all over the world. You just forgot because it's been so long. Some of us have lived through reincarnated lives, so we've been varying throughout this thing. And some of us have come from extraterrestrial bloodlines, like bloodlines that, you know, origin from another planet. That doesn't mean you're from another planet. You're born here this time around. You're literally an earthling. You just have the Akashic records of another star life. That's all it is. Stop saying you're from another planet. You're from Earth. You're an earthling at this point. You've literally came over here to Earth. Your people made it down here by however many means, and your bloodline got left, and your soul is in Earth's spiritual track record. It's a part of it. You're part of the growth of this part of the universe. Believe it or not. Guess what? You've always been that. Like I said, in the beginning, there was only darkness. Light scattered amongst the mass of darkness, you know. You ever wonder, do stars communicate? Like, do suns speak to each other? Like, are these frequencies like our sun emits? Like, if our sun speaks to like Centauri's sun or like Sirius, like, does the solar flares count as like a way of communication? Or am I just thinking too deep? Do people just be like, oh, sometimes you're just thinking too deep, you're overthinking it? No, sometimes you hit a point when you're overthinking. I'm not saying overthink. I'm just saying control that overthought till you focus on what are you overthinking and why are you overthinking it? When you can do this, you reach something. It's like staying awake for 7 days and figuring out, you know, everything to life that you could figure out before on the 8th day you die, because, you know, eight represents that death and a destruction of one thing and a creation of another. Like, 8 literally represents that. It's destroy and build. That's what an 8 is. A 9 is to be born again. So, you know, going through certain processes and breaking through your limits is literally giving yourself a rebirth. Like, man, I've been like, I only do this one person at a time because social media just is not my best friend sometimes. It's just not. I don't really like shit most of the time anyway, just being honest with you. Like, I love myself and that helps me to love people, but I really just don't like people. But I have all the right reasons to not like people. People are more than likely super conceited, you know, it makes me feel conceited. People are hateful, makes me feel hateful. Spiteful, makes me feel spiteful. Like, pretty much, people are all of those, like, bad emotions that the mean girls have. They try to hide from themselves and cover up most of the time. A lot of times you can meet genuine people, but a lot of times those genuine people will test your fabric of existence, because depending on what your faith is, your friend might be Muslim, or your friend might be Christian, and you might be Christian, and your friend's Muslim, and you realize that you guys have regular debates about whose God is God, or whose God is the actual God, until you come to the conclusion that maybe they both are one. Now, technically, no, they're not. They're not the same person. They're different people who belong to the same tribe, but they're not the same person. It's like the family of Ganush, or Shiva's family. People are like, when they say God has a family, God has a family. I mean, they talk about it in Bibles and stuff. They call his family the angels and demons. Like, it's literally his family, his created family, the family he created. Now, if you actually, we're going to get out of the Matrix and out of any books. If you can see through it, like you just know in your heart right now, that the creator of all things isn't some random spirit that drops notes and books and different messages, and that God, or the creator of everything else that's both corporeal and non-corporeal, is the existence of everything. God is so great that God is everything. That one thought that became everything. Whether he chose to come into existence is, female or male entity, it does not matter. From this one instant entity whence everything came, the creation of all things. And to praise nothing above and below that, like, it's not like you basically, when you give a title like God, you start to give a body. You start to create other things. Like, because when you title things like that, and you give that title, it becomes more corporeal, and you start to give shape to God, the body of God. When you add principles and moral shit to it, you start to turn God into a human figure. And most people are starting to twist God in with their folklore, or with what they would want in an actual hero, a savior, as if some physical entity is going to come down like Superman and save us all. Now, I would like to believe that. I truly would love to believe that. Like, seriously, I would love to see it. I would love to bear witness to it. Like, there have been tricks I've been reading about in the holy books, and the doctrines and the scrolls. Whenever I come across them online, or any types of little pieces of paper people email or pass along that's got some message on it that I can research within some book that I can grasp, I do not keep any real holy books around me. I'm gonna be completely honest. We can look around this room, search it right now. All the shit I quote is just shit I know. Shit that, all the things I say is proof of Akashic record. Because some of the things are things I never even read. They just are there. I'm gonna tell you what it is to be crazy. Crazy is knowing that you're just a man thinking that you're God. That's crazy. So now, when we get past that and we accept that within me and my connection to my ancestors and everything that I think some other entity is telling me that is technically coming from my subconscious, varying back to the source of creation, to giving me direction and guidance on what I should be doing and fulfilling a purpose in life, in my existence. So I give thanks every morning, if not every morning, as often as I can, to the creation of all things. I give thanks for my existence. I give thanks for this remote. I give thanks for whoever created this remote. I give thanks for the grass, everything it took to create everything. I give thanks for the air. I give thanks for the trees, the sun, the earth. I acknowledge earth to be my one true mother, from whence we all technically came. She cultivated us, incubated us. If you want to really get technical with it, asteroids and shit came and hit this bitch like sperm cells and impregnated her, and she got up. You know what I'm saying? This is us. You know what I mean? And this is me giving it to you in the most dumbed down, derogative way I can think of, to tell you that mankind is actually intelligent. It's a mug, but we dumb as fuck. Oh yeah, and then we censor the truth. That's what's so crazy. Right. I'm still trying to figure out, what am I going down to the polls for? We got all of this homeless shit going on. It's no money in homeless, but you'll put it online and make money off YouTube on that shit. So you can't tell me that it ain't no money in it. You got all these people out on their ass. It's like, you goddamn, and we could easily fix this problem. You can give me an excuse all you want, but we could easily fix this problem. But instead, we rather program more shit like greed and stinginess and gluttoness. We creating new demons. Like, what the fuck for what? We supposed to be trying to get to a golden age, right? So we're supposed to be trying to actually help each other, teach each other, lift each other up as a people. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you earthlings are all you earthlings actually have. Yeah. At one point, you're going to realize that you're climbing towards a divine scale. And there are other creatures that have hit that so-called divine scale, that divine limiter. It's called enlightenment. Some you won't see, some you will see. The point is that the government just lies to us about all of it. Like, I don't really expect to see too much. I got astigmatism most of the time. Aliens could possibly stand right in front of me, and I probably wouldn't even notice that the motherfuckers was aliens. Ask my friends. Ask about Josie. Hey, baby. Sings like an angel, as blind as Ray Charles. No pun intended sometimes. Yeah, I see, but I guess it's a frequency thing. You gotta vibrate at the right frequency to actually communicate and for me to see you. At least that's what I've been told. But anyway, rearing off. This is all just a ploy to boost up my watch hours in hopes of getting a check. I can't lie to you. We all have bills. Like I said, I'm not trying to be outside with those folks that I feel so much for, so dearly for. I actually care. I wish that I could actually help with this situation. Like if I had the funds, resources of anything, of any kind that could actually help, I would actually utilize it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't take a chance to send half of their asses off into outer space and see how long they can survive. But hey, that's just the person in me that wants to see how long that they can survive. I just want to see if you can send them up in space, and if man can survive, then the rest of us can get up there. Now look, government, if you take my idea, whatever. I can't do shit about it. Hell, somebody has to take the idea, right? Do what you gotta do with it. I just sing. Go listen to my music. My name is Josie Fuller. Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, all that good shit. It's a legacy that I'm trying to build. The one sung so heavenly divine, it reached to the stars. Take my shit with you to Mars, Elon. Take my music with you there. Just go listen to Josie Fuller, The Danger Zone. Hey, baby. Take it with you. All the other space prey people, I'm sorry I don't know your name. Neil Tyson Grassi, you my bro, man. You fucking smart as fuck. Keep going. Hey, they keep playing you. If you ever talk shit about me, I'm gonna play your ass too. I'm gonna talk shit too. Talk shit right back. Dumb fucker. We're all stupid. Don't you ever forget that. We don't know shit. Have you ever been to goddamn Mars, nigga? You look at photos just like I do. Have you ever spun your ass around the fucking sun? You orbit just like I do on the earth. And for all you know, if your ass ain't been up to space, you probably deep down inside think that the earth is flat too. I'm just fucking with you, Neil. Look, it was my birthday probably like a few minutes ago, or either it still is at the time I had posted this video. I actually love everybody deep down to the fabric of my core. I just hate that our lack of understanding everything is what keeps us from understanding each other and keeps us from, well, evolving sometimes. It actually scares me because we be like just a hair from total utter destruction. It's like every day people don't realize how close we are to blowing the earth up ourselves. It's people off of just random shit. We just don't know how close we are to just destroying everything off of just random shit. We ignore that shit and we just bop in our cell phones and scroll up and down. Ignore the shit. Go watch YouTube. Go watch whatever's funny. The girl that's hugging people just everywhere, grabbing ass. Here's what it is. I'm about to finish watching my tarot reading and just live my best life. Shout out to YouTube. I was gonna sing for y'all, but shout out to my fans that shopped at the website. I'm already started working on your exclusive t-shirts. I got that shit coming for you still. So now, for all the month of October, all the rest of October, and for all of Scorpio season, all the way up until I guess Thanksgiving or whatever, I'm gonna run the same sale. Buy a t-shirt or any one of my outfit items, any piece of this fit, before I switch it out, you're gonna get an exclusive t-shirt, what I'm saying? Something that ain't nobody else got and ain't nobody else gonna have, because I'm only gonna paint one time on a shirt, and I'm not gonna paint the same thing most of the time. I might paint the same logo, but it won't be the same way. I promise it. And it never, I've done this and it never comes out the same way. I can paint my shit on some shit and it comes out differently, but it's always it'll be the same logo, so it'll be my same shit. And you don't even know what this one is right now, but it is fire. I can tell you that. I was getting ready to drop the line probably like around right after Thanksgiving anyway. I was gonna drop the next line. You know, I was really working to pipe up my sales and get my revenue really coming in. Like, cause literally, man, life is about learning to create income of some sort and keeping up with, you know, the bar of it. Not keeping up with the Joneses, just keeping up with currency. Like literally keeping up with currency. Like that's not your purpose. That's just mainly what life is about, keeping up with currency. And that's a subject, how to keep up, how we are stuck in that loop of keeping up with currency, and how that is also a trap in the matrix. It's how you get trapped. I like how a lot of people reference that, the matrix, because dude in the matrix said something very smart. He actually said something that made a lot of sense, and most people, you know, he a bad guy. He said, why would I want to give this up? I get to eat steaks, fuck bitches, get money, all kind of shit. It's like, if it is a simulation, then the shit fun. When you think about it, niggas play video games just to get away. People watch movies, and when you ain't had that, they used to read books just to get away from the reality of whatever the freak was going on. So it seems to be like we're beings that's always trying to transcend another reality of our actual reality. We're always trying to find something else more to life. It's just something to think about. Forgive me if I ticked you off. Happy birthday to all of the October 31st babies. I love you, all right? I really do. You're epic. You're special. Happy birthday to everybody's birthday who just passed. And my condolences for everybody we just lost this year. My prayers are up there for you. I hope you find your way. And I hope your family's okay. All right? Mm. Till we meet again.